Vlogmas Day 20 and it is Christmas Eve. I'm so excited. It's Christmas Eve and there's a lot going on in my house and trying to get some time to crochet. Wait, let me introduce myself. If you're new here, my name is Tasha. I run a small business called Crochet by Tasha and I'm attempting to do Vlogmas. I'm on Vlogmas Day 20, even though it's really been 24 days. So there's been a few days in there where I wasn't able to film. So I'm just catching you guys up on what I've been working on and what's going on in the house. And I feel very festive and everything feels like it's Christmas. So I'm gonna head downstairs. I just got a yarn order, but I'll show you that later. Kaylin just made this cake for tonight. It's a lemon curd almond butter cake. That's gonna be our dessert for Christmas Eve. So I'm just taking a minute in my bathroom to add some curls to my hair. This curling iron, it's called Crochet. Oh my gosh, you guys, I love it. It's blowing out cool air. So while you do this, you could use it as a flat iron or you can use it as a curling iron, and it literally curls your hair that easily. I love it. And just getting ready because we're gonna go to church at 6 o'clock. We decided to go to Nana's church because we usually go to our church, which is more like a community church, and she goes to a Catholic church. So we decided just to go to the Catholic church with her this year since we don't want her to go alone. She is usually okay alone, but she's had some issues this year. So we're gonna go to her church and then we're gonna go to my sister's house for Italian food for Christmas Eve, and we're gonna do a gift exchange. We draw names and then we all get to reveal who we have and what we got them. And we have like basically about $100 limit, but it's really fun. It's actually better than like getting every single person a gift because it's more personal. But yeah, I'm just up here in my room trying to get ready, trying to like escape a little bit. It's hard on Christmas Eve. You think you're gonna be able to do so much, and then everybody wants you to do stuff for them. And also my son, Sean, found out this morning that he has the flu. And then my other son, David, has strep. So David looks totally fine, but Sean's not feeling that great. So he'll be staying home. Unfortunately, it's like the first family thing he's been able to do because he's been working a lot and now he can't go. I feel kind of bad. But he'll be able to participate tomorrow because he will have been on his Tamiflu. I don't know if that makes him not contagious, but he'll probably like wear a mask when he's around the family. So yeah, I've had a pretty nice day. I actually ran out to get a couple things that I had forgotten. And I went to Target. It was total madhouse. I don't know what I was thinking. Like, do not go to Target on Christmas Eve. Like, there's nothing I need that I need to go to Target on Christmas Eve. It was nuts. It was like some people were doing all their Christmas shopping at Target today. But yeah, I just added a few curls and then I'm going to actually work. This is gonna seem crazy, but I'm gonna work on my dragon a little bit more, get a little more personal time. That's something I told my daughter recently. I said, if I have to pass on some kind of advice to you, find personal time. Like, even as a young mom, like there's gonna be so many things that you have to do, but if you spend your whole life cleaning and doing laundry, you'll feel exhausted all the time. So she told me she thought that was good advice. So yeah, you can see how easy this curling iron is to use, and you just like slowly pull it out. So yeah, it's called Lange, L-A-N-G-E. I got it on Amazon. I'll link it down below if you guys want to get it. And now I'm gonna just let this sit for a little bit and then go work on my dragon. And that it's Christmas Eve, I really wanted to work on something that I really want to make, kind of like Christmas present to myself. And I've been making so many Christmas patterns that I decided to make a dragon that I have been eyeing for a long time. And I bought the pattern quite a while ago. I bought it from Loops and Knots Crochet. And it is Willow the dragon. I'll show you the pattern. It's Willow the wood dragon. I'm really excited about it. So I'm gonna be making that today. I don't think I'll finish it just based on like all the other things I have to get done today, but I thought I would at least start it and then we'll see. I'm gonna be making it in this like cornflower blue color. And then I also have this yarn that I think I'm gonna use for maybe the wings. I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna need to bring in a darker blue. I'm not really sure. So let me see what other colors she recommends. Okay, she uses 4 different types of yarns, a 6 chenille yarn in 2 colors, and then another 5 chenille yarn for the horns and branches, and then a fluffy yarn, which I have a lot of fur yarns that I can use, and then size 4 chenille yarn for the flower details. So I've chosen the body color, and I've chosen like an accent color that I think my plan was to use it for like the horns or maybe even the wings. But can I make wings out of this color? I don't see why not. So I think I'm gonna try that. So let's get started. This is a check-in. This is the beginning of the face. You can see the 2 little nostrils right here. And I believe I'm using either Michael's yarn or Sweet Snuggles. I can't remember because there wasn't a label on this yarn, but it's gotta be one of those. Yeah, this is so far. And then I'm gonna make the details out of this yarn, which is a Premier yarn that I bought a couple weeks ago. So I'll keep you guys posted on how it's going. Here's an update on my Willow Dragon. I've done the head, the nostrils, the head. I went ahead and added these green sparkle eyes. And then now I'm working my way toward the neck and body. I'm excited to see what this is gonna look like finished. That was coming to life. Look at how pretty her body is. Just finished her tail. I love the yarn and the way it's looking. I'm doing a really tight stitch. I did a 4.25 millimeter hook. And I believe this is Sweet Snuggles, but I love it. I just love it. I can't wait to get started on the details. This is a check-in. This is the beginning of the face. You can see the 2 little nostrils right here. And I believe I'm using either Michael's yarn or Sweet Snuggles. I can't remember because there wasn't a label on this yarn, but it's gotta be one of those. Yeah, this is so far. And then I'm gonna make the details out of this yarn, which is a Premier yarn that I bought a couple weeks ago. So I'll keep you guys posted on how it's going. Here's an update on my Willow Dragon. I've done the head, the nostrils, the head. I went ahead and added these green sparkle eyes. And then now I'm working my way toward the neck and body. I'm excited to see what this is gonna look like finished. That was coming to life. Look at how pretty her body is. Just finished her tail. I love the yarn and the way it's looking. I'm doing a really tight stitch. I did a 4.25 millimeter hook. And I believe this is Sweet Snuggles, but I love it. I just love it. I can't wait to get started on the details. It's about 5 o'clock on Christmas Eve and I have to start getting ready. So I wanna show you what I did for my Willow, the wood dragon. Okay, I made 2 of her feet and I love the way they're turning out. I wish I could give myself a Christmas present that I could just stay in my room all night and just crochet. But you know how it is when you have family. So I'm gonna have to finish this guy a little bit later, but I have 2 feet done and I have the main part of her body done and 2 feet done, and I will just have to continue this later. So I'm gonna go get dressed, go to Christmas Eve service, have some dinner with family, and then maybe I'll be able to crochet a little bit when I come home. But if you are enjoying this, you'll probably see this video on Christmas Day or maybe later, but I want you to know that I wish you a very Merry Christmas, and I'm so thankful that you have tuned into my channel, and I'm so excited about the new year and what it has to and what's to come. So hopefully I'll check in with you a little bit later, but Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas Eve, and I'll see you in a few. Going into church. Nana, all the fam, all except for Sean, who has the flu.
I'm so cold.
Are you okay?
I'm always cold.
Like,
Too bad that you can like hook those up to your TV.
So yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I've been wanting one of these. I almost bought one of these and I didn't.
Okay. See, that's why you're not supposed to buy it.
It's meant to be.
So there's volume.
It's a recipe book.
I'm very, very close to keeping
This one
it.
goes
Quite
right into
literally
the
was obsessing over one of these.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Today is December 25th, and I'm so excited that you're here. And it's the second day for Vlogmas Day 20 because, you know, Christmas Eve is so busy. But I found a little tiny sliver of time where I could go and crochet sometime between gift opening, big breakfast, and big dinner. So everyone kind of went off to their respective corners to rest or do whatever. And so I came up here to work on Willow the Dragon. So I want to show you what my progress is so far. Last night when we got back from our Christmas Eve at my sister's house, I was able to finish the rest of the feet. So I have 4 feet here. I notice I still have some white showing. I haven't learned how to make the little toenails to where that doesn't show. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. But I don't think it matters, but it would be nice to have a cleaner stitch. So here's my willow over here. I do realize that this is all the blue yarn I have left, and I'm pretty sure I have to make the ears in blue and maybe a couple other pieces. So I'm gonna go look in my yarn closet and see if I have this color. If I don't, I have to consider maybe doing the ears a different color, which might be a little weird. I was thinking about doing the wings white with this color as the outside. So that's what I'm working on right now. So sadly, I looked in my closet and I don't have any more of this blue color, but I do have this. And I was thinking, is it okay to give your dragon different colored ears? I'm gonna try it. Worst case scenario, it doesn't look very good, but I'm okay with that. It's my first dragon and I'm just gonna go with it. I'm gonna see how it is. Hi there, guys. It is the day after Christmas. Oh, Christmas was so busy and so full of fun and work and cleanup and family activities, and I never got a chance to go back yesterday and work on Willow. But today I made it a point, after more cleanup, more laundry, more stuff, to go ahead and finish her, and I'm super excited to show you how she turned out. So Willow is a bucket list make for me. I have a list of items that I want to make, like probably have had this list going on for a couple months, but I have never made her, and I bought the pattern like months ago. But the pattern's by Loops and Knots Crochet, and I am in love with her. So I want to kind of talk to you a little bit about the colors I chose and some difficulties that I had with this pattern, and some some ways that I changed the pattern so that I could actually do it. So hold on. Okay, so the pattern didn't actually take me that long to make. The body is one piece. So you work from the snout all the way back to the end of the tail. So that part wasn't bad at all. Very easy to understand. Just very simple and kind of cute the way it looked. So after I did that, I started to make the wings, and I wasn't sure if I should make the wings next. So I went ahead and made one wing, and then I was like, oh, I'm not really sure like where to put these, so I didn't want to sew them on yet. So I went ahead and made the 2 wings. The way you make the wings is you just crochet like this, and then you make this like secondary piece over here, which I thought was clever. So I went ahead and set the wings aside, and then I made the ears, and that's where I was almost running out of yarn, is when I made the 2 ears. And so I was able to get the 2 ears finished. So those are not like, you have to sew those on. After that, I made the horns. So I decided on this light green color. I had this other variegated like Poshy yarn, which you probably saw in the beginning of the video, like not Poshy, Plushy yarn. and very fluffy, too fluffy. So I just didn't think it looked right as I was making her. I just decided that that wasn't the right yarn for me. Okay, so the next thing I made was I started to work on the tail accent. So if you look at the tail, I like this girl, the girl who does loops and knots crochet, she's brilliant, okay? She's like probably a master crochet artist. And when I read the directions, I just could not do it. I tried it like 3 times. It was like, go forward, go backward, go forward, go backward. I just could not figure it out. So what I did was I just looked at the final picture and I noticed it had like, it curved in here, and then it's way more flowery here than what mine looks like. But I think I'm happy with the way mine turned out, even if it doesn't have that really embellished tail. I eventually want to learn how to do whatever it is that she was doing. So what I did instead is I just did single crochet, and then I did double, 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 single, single, regular crochet. And I think right here I slip stitched, and then I did single, single, single. I did some doubles here at the end to make it flare out just a little bit. And then I went back down to a single crochet, and then I was single crochet, double, 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 single crochet, slip stitch. So I just did that just to kind of give it that wavy look, and I'm happy with the way it turned out. You know, hers looks better. I'm just gonna say that. Hers looks better, but I think for what the look I was trying to achieve, I was able to get that. So the next thing was this frill along the back. So it has you crochet up and then up to the nose and then back down again. So instead of doing 2 rows of that, I just did double crochets all the way. Just 1 row of double crochets. My yarn was fluffy enough that I didn't need to do a 2nd row. I really liked the way that frill the fluffy frill just really adds character to her, and I really like the way that turned out. Okay, the next thing I had to do was sew everything on. So I first sewed on the ears, the horns, and then I sewed on the wings. I struggled a little bit with the wings because it says to sew them here and then tilt them forward, and I wasn't sure what that meant. I couldn't tell by the pictures. So what I decided to do was slightly do this, and I tacked it down right there. And I think that allowed the wings to kind of fall forward a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. They fall forward just a little bit, and I really like the way they turned out. I was a little confused about this strip. I couldn't see where this strip was in the directions, so I just added my yarn slip stitch, and then I just crocheted down. I'm just not sure. It was a lot of directions. Okay, so the last step was to make the flowers. So I really struggled with what color flowers to do. I was gonna go with a totally different color, do a beige and maybe pink or something. And in the end, I decided to go with a darker blue. This is Cornflower Blue by Premier Parfait. And then I can't remember the name of this blue color, but I did have to go back to Michael's today to get it, because when I was sewing the feet on, I actually ran out of yarn, and I had to have that color. So I was so happy to find it, but I did go back to Michael's today, and I was able to find that. Michael's was like a ghost town. There wasn't anybody there today. It was I think Michael's was exhausted from all the people shopping, but I like the way the feet turned out. I actually sewed them on correctly, so they are spaced out correctly. And so the flowers, she does 7 up the spine, and I think my flowers are a little bit bigger because I was able, and I think she might even have 1 down here, but you can really space them out however you want. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then in the front I did 6 and 7. Now they do curl quite a bit, so I was thinking of tacking them down a little bit more. If I leave them alone, they will almost completely curl in. So I did tack this one down a little bit better, and you can see that it's a little flatter. This one I really tacked down. This one I didn't tack down as much, so maybe I'll go back and add that. But overall, I think she is so cute. I used 25mm, just the glitter discs. I didn't paint the eyes, and I am in love with this little girl. I think she is so cute. So this is number 1 on my bucket list of makes. Thank you, Loops and Knots Crochet, for making such an amazing pattern. I would love to make more of these in just a bunch of different colors. Now, I do have a question for you guys. What should I charge for her? Like, if you went to a market, what would you charge for her? And then what would you charge for her on Etsy? So just curious to know what you guys think. I'm thinking 75, between 60 and 75. She took me maybe like an hour today, maybe like an hour yesterday. I think she took me about 3 hours to make. So yeah, I'd love to know your advice on that one. But I'm gonna go ahead and end Vlogmas Day 20 now. It was supposed to be put out 2 days ago. So I was able to get through 20 days of Vlogmas, and it's December 26th. And I wanted to do like 25 days of Vlogmas, but I got through 20. And now I just want to start like fall, like winter projects and New Year projects. So I think I'm going to go ahead and end Vlogmas. I'm over the Christmas situation. We are already packing up our Christmas stuff so that we can start showing our house, you know, Christmas decoration free. So I think I'm kind of over that, and I'm excited to start some new projects. And I am so excited for that. So I thought I would just kind of do a little thing like, what are my bucket list makes? So this is first on my bucket list. And then I'm gonna go and look in my patterns and see what else do I keep scrolling over and going, oh, I really wanna make that, but not actually making it. So that's what I'm gonna be working on this week. Today's Thursday. You know, I crochet almost every day. So I'll probably crochet a little bit in just a few minutes here, and maybe I'll start like a brand new weekly vlog. I'm gonna go back to the weekly, what I crocheted in a week vlog. And so yeah, stay tuned. And if you were new here and this is your first video, you may wanna go back and check it out. I've been vlogging since March, I think. And I've been crocheting since, it's basically a year. So I've been crocheting for a year. I've gone to probably 6 or 7 markets, and I'm really excited to go to more markets in the spring and just see what the year has to offer. So thank you guys so much. I hope you have a wonderful, happy new year. Merry Christmas. I love you all so much. And thank you so much for joining me. Bye.